friends. Today we're reading a book called What is Passover? Jake's mother was preparing for Passover. Jake asked, "What is Passover?" Jake's mother answered, "Passover is a Jewish holiday. Thousands of years ago, the Jews were slaves in Egypt. They had no freedom and were owned by the ruler of Egypt, who was called the Pharaoh. The Bible says that God chose Moses to tell the Pharaoh to free the Jews. When the Pharaoh refused, Moses warned him that God would send terrible punishments, and God did. He sent frogs, biting insects, beasts, cattle disease, boils, hail, locusts, and darkness. Still, the Pharaoh would not free the Jews. Jake's father continued, "Then Moses warned the Pharaoh that unless the Jews were free, the oldest son in every Egyptian family would die. When death came to his own son, the Pharaoh agreed to let the Jews go. The Jews had to leave quickly and could not wait for their bread to rise. The flatbread they carry as they hurry through the desert is called matzah." Jake's mother called him to help her set the table. She said, "Every year at Passover, we have a special meal called a Seder." At the Seder, remember what happened to the Jews when they were slaves in Egypt. At each place, we put a special book called a Haggadah. On a special plate, we have bitter herbs, haricot, a mix of apples, wine, and nuts, parsley, salt water, hard-boiled egg, and a roasted shank bone. At the Seder, everyone reads from the Haggadah. There are blessings over the wine. We eat matzah in memory of the flatbread the Jews carried as they escaped from Egypt. We leave an extra glass of wine standing on the table. It is there for the prophet Elijah, who is said to have gone through the world doing good. We open the door to invite Elijah in, and everyone sings a special song to him. Just before the Seder ends, all the children look for the afikomen, matzah that we wrap and hid at the beginning of the Seder. The end.